Mai I pōtiki rua ki te toka a Taiao. Rere iho ki ngā tukemata o ka hungunu. Ngā reo irirangi o Te Tairāwhiti.
Kia ora rā te whānau, nau mai hoki mai, anei anō māo ko rāhia tumutumu, e mihi atu nei kia koutou, kei konei māua, kei tūranganui a Kiwa, o tirā, kei te whare taonga o Te Tairāwhiti. And I tell you what, there's nothing better to guide your morning than a weekly dose of
Kapu Tairawhiti, positively influencing you to start the day off great. Brought to you by Tūranga FM, Radio Ngāti Pro and Radio Kahungunu.
You're my positive influence, Rāhia.
So are you to
Ia
me.
te rā.
Oh.
Now, some of our fantastic artists right here in Te Tairāwhiti have had amazing influences and role models in their lives, from the likes of mātanga like Sir Derek Lardelle to Dr. Steve Gibbs. They have influenced amazing artists here, like Hiwirori Maynard, Tāwira and Henare Tahuri, and also Katerina and Tai Kerekere.
We talked to those artists today on Kapu Tairawhiti about another legend who influenced them in Te Ao Toi. Toi Koru at the Tairawhiti Museum is an exhibition of mahi by the Master of Colour and kōwhaiwhai, Dr. Sandy Adsett, who spent 40 years in Te Tairāwhiti and recently returned for his retrospective exhibition called Toi Koru. But first, let's check out the news. Morena he kama ki te Tairawhiti I whakanui a Ngāti Porau Oranga I te rā whakanui I ngā nehi huri noa I te ao nā tētahi pōtuku taonga mō ngā kaimahi. Ko ngā nehi, ngā kaimahi rongoā, ngā kaimahi whakawhānau pēpi me ngā kaiāwhina katoa e rei whakanui e mahi ana ki te Tairawhiti me kaiti.
Hoki mai ki tūranganui a Kiwa nei, te rangi nei tūai te kēmu ātau mā ngā kai tākaro whutupōro ki konaki. Arā e kia nei ko te tukinga ātaone ki ngā kai tākaro ki tua whenua. Hioi e ai ki te kaiaka matua o te kaiako o Poverty Bay kia mai anikora. Ka re kore ka pātatara wātu tēnei tukinga, tēnā I ngā tau kua taha ke nei. Hei te hauru I te rua tūai te kēmu nei, ki te Oval.
Ki ka hunga nui nei, kua puta ke te karanga ki te motu kia eke ki te marae o Ōmahu, mo te hui taumata, ko te kaupapa matua, ko te kotahitanga. Hei tā te hiamana o ka hungunu, hei tā Baden Barber, kaua e haere me te rai anake, hari atu o whakaro hei waihanga I tō rātou whare. Hei te toru te kaumatahi o tēnei marama tū ai te hui. Akāti, koe ranga taipitopito I tēnei wā.
Te Koru is the first major survey exhibition of paintings by Dr. Sandy Adsett. Created over 6 decades, Toi Koru tracks the trajectory of Adsett's painting practice from the 1960s to the now.
Adsett is one of the most significant and respected Māori artists of his generation. We popped along to the opening of Toi Koru and talked to a handful of artists influenced by Dr. Sandy Adsett.
On behalf of Tairawhiti Museum, I just want to acknowledge this amazing exhibition and you being here today, Sandy, to open this marvellous exhibition, Toi Koru.
Mō reira kia koe e te pāpā Sandy e mihi ana kia koe e taku rangatira.
He ahanga te toi whakairu o te ao hauri. Anei, e iri nei, e whaitita nei, I runga I te mōhio, kei konei te tohunga e ora tonu ana. Tika tonu kia tuku mihi kia ia, I aia ora.
1995 I first met Sandy, so that's when I started at Toi Koru as a student, didn't know how to paint.
He was a papa. He was a papa, he was that grouchy uncle, he was a mentor.
I've always known him as the Birdman. The Birdman, the man of kōwhaiwhai, the man of manaakitanga.
Actually, when Sandy used to teach here, he spoke about going back home to Raupunga. And so, of course, being from Wairo, can I get your ride, Sandy? So I'd go with him and he'll drop me off in Wairo.
I was one of those students that had one set of mind, this is what I'm going to do. And then Sandy would come along and disrupt that whole vision and idea, I would have to work on it, he would say. You need to work on that.
We were always getting growlings, but you learnt from it, and it helped us become resilient.
Sort of first got my eye, it's more his bird imageries, and the flow of how he painted his birds in the kōwhaiwhai form. And so that's how I sort of adapted, a series of my own work, acknowledging Sandy around huakapanga.
He's had a huge influence not only on my my career and my practice as a ringatoi, but actually also as a mentor in life.
He taught us about colour, he taught us about composition, and he also taught us, I think most importantly, how to manaaki tangata, networking.
The good thing that I use nowadays is that that I learned from Sandy is that you've got to work with your students, paint with them. No use in turn to page whatever and have a read. No, you've got to sit with them and paint with them. So teaching out at TK, that's what I do with my students there.
The longer I sat with Sandy and watched, the better I got. It's quite hard, especially setting up exhibitions. Now I'm doing my own.
And it's good that, to actually celebrate him here at the Te Tairāwhiti Museum, and for everyone to see his mahi over that 60 odd years.
The more I got with the students and saw what they were doing, the art became real. Hope you enjoy the exhibition.
Neira, ka mihi atu ki a koe, Sandos. No te kāinga, ko koe te pāko o mātou. Ngā uri, ngā tamahi nea Toi Koru. Neira ka mihi atu ki a koe, Sandy.
Thank you, basically. Yeah, thank you for all that he is, all that he's done, and all that he continues to do for Te Ao Māori, Toi Māori.
Sandy, might not been one of your best students, but I've always appreciated your knowledge, always appreciated you, how your manaaki, you taught us how to manaaki, and now I'm doing exactly the same thing that you taught me and my wife. It's all about manaaki, looking after everybody. I'd like to thank you in that, Sandy.
Ai, he mihi aroha tēnei ki a koe e taku rangatira. You have been a huge part of my development as not only as a practitioner, but also as a wahine Māori, a mother, and somebody who loves people. Aroha nui.
It is such an awesome exhibition.
Did
what a
you
great...
buy any?
I didn't. None were for sale. Waimarie. Now, if you want to check out Toi Koru, a Sandy Adsett retrospective, the exhibition is open now right here at the Tairawhiti Museum right up until August.
Tomorrow on Kapu Tairawhiti, Radio Kahunga News Rahina Huata speaks to Aroha Nui Lawrence about a special garden at Waipatu Marae called Auntie's Garden. But until then...
E te ti, e te tā, hei kona! Yeah, no, I didn't buy any pieces.
You wanted to though,
Rua mano pia. That was the cheapest.
Ko te reo